we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 31, Watson. Now that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line.
1st down.
33 yards that time. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Watson. Open man is QT, complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
At the 11.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Patriots' 11-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
From the gun, here's Watson. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard. but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Patriots.
On the ground, this is Michel. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From just shy of midfield, Newton.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 35.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. 20. Here's Newton. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Here's Newton. To Michelle on the screen. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick here is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. J.J. Watt in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. These two teams all tied after one. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, Ty. Let's go right here now. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson, he'll find Taylor. That's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
51's the Mike. 51's the Mike. Tackles, tackle.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll take it. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field, and now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
And he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line.
Goal at the 6.
So he nearly took it. The distance gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he's got this down to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Out of the gun, Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
8-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 36-yard line.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. From the gun, Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun, Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Tackle made.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Right there. 54, right there.
A throw out wide to QT, complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. From the gun, Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And he'll give it here to his running back. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Again, the ball
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8.
Right there. 54.
Right 31. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all.
Operating from the gun. Watson under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Samson Abukum able to record his 5th sack of the season. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, this one from 38. Badgley able to punch this one through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially. So a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Newton trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
That's pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue, almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Right there.
Now on 2nd and 13, Watson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Check, check. Watch the defense. Oh, yeah. And here we go.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
65.
Throwing again is Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Check 54. 29. 31. Set.
Operating from the gun, Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A 6-yard pickup.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got this down to the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Let's go, defense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Go, go, go.
From the gun, Watson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Taken down.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Watson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Badgley's kick is good. And the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
5-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Newton. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Newton.
He'll get this underneath to Michelle.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
On 1st down, Michelle. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line.
1st down, New England.
Right to the 3.
This is Michelle on the counter. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Texans' 39-yard line.
Second and 11 now.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. 941. 941. Right here.
Operating from the gun. Newton. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. That one goes for 24 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
On the ground is Michel. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Patriots are back within a score. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
5-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
From the gun, Watson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
Operating from the gun, Watson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
He's coming. He's coming. We got double.
From the gun, Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Ready?
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Following the penalty, Michel. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Michel. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
The tackle made.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. On the ground, Michel. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up.
Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Newton. That's complete right around the 8. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
The tackle made by
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Watson off play action. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Texans on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Watson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
The ball carried
there to make the tackle, Samson Abuka.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Watson able to get away. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Samson Abuka able to record his 5th sack of the season. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
And this will be taken at the 13.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun. Newton. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, Newton. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now Cam going to get this into the hands of Michel. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll run with Michel, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 11-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And it's Michel once again. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd down.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Newton to throw. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 3 yards on 1st, 4 on 2nd, and now 5 on 3rd down. Move the sticks. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Michel going to try again, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Patriots have moved out in front.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
On the return, the Texans take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
He's back to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 50-yard line.
From the 50, it's Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Open man is QT, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
And this one going to wrap up with Cam Newton going down to a knee.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee.